This is Dylan Johnson here. I'm at Leadville and I'm going to take you through my Leadville bike setup. We got the Allied BC40, but then things get pretty unconventional when we take a look at the handlebars. I'm actually going drop bars for this race. I did drop bars last year and it worked out pretty well. I PR'd by 20 minutes. Part of that was probably due to a higher power output and being in better shape, but I've estimated that drop bars can save you probably around 6 minutes at the speed that I'm going at Leadville, and I have actually taken into account sections of the course where you can use the puppy paws position, because obviously if you're in the puppy paws position it doesn't matter what bars you have, and I have taken into account that you might be going slower on the downhills. Now I will actually say that I've gotten so good at riding with drop bars over the past month riding this setup that I don't think my downhill times are any slower. In fact, my fastest time down Powerline, which is arguably the most technical part of the course, is actually, I have the fastest time with drop bars. So these particular bars are NVAR. They're in the 42 centimeter width. That's quite a bit wider than I run on my gravel bike. I ride 35 centimeter bars on my gravel bike, so very narrow, but I've gone wider because this is a mountain bike setup and I want the bike to handle really well, and I also want leverage. 100 millimeter stem with a -20 drop, so quite a bit of drop. Chose to run a dropper post because I've played around with best bike splits quite a bit, and this adds about 250 grams. A 250 gram penalty would cost you about 40 seconds. There's not really a doubt in my mind that I can make up 40 seconds with the dropper post on the descents on this course. Let's see, moving down to the drivetrain, I've got SRAM XX1 Eagle, running a smaller chainring than most of my competition actually, with a 36. A lot of guys are on 38, 40, I've even seen 42s. But my thinking is that actually that I want to keep the chain line straighter on the climb. So obviously if you've got a bigger chainring, you got to be in a bigger cog in the back when you're climbing. And if you're way on this 52 tooth cog, then that's your least efficient gear, because that chain line is not very straight at all. So that's my thinking there. We got Reynolds wheels, and mounted on those we got Schwalbe Thunderbird 2.35 tires. They're pretty sketchy, they don't handle well. They don't have a lot of puncture resistance, but the reason I've gone for them is because they are probably the lowest rolling resistance tire that you can buy. I'm going for super low rolling resistance, and I've also got inserts and sealant in there to hopefully prevent any punctures. We got Fox suspension, got the new Stepcast 32 with the Grip SL damper, saving about 200 grams over the old Fox fork. And road pedals, Shimano Dura-Ace road pedals, that's just for saving weight and improved aerodynamics. Ceramic Speed bottom brackets, Ceramic Speed oversized pulley wheels. And I think that's about it. Silka tie cages. That's the bike right there.